Alright, we're back. A little grinding. Okay, take our gear here. I'm going to knock it down right here, about a quarter of the way in. So I'll probably go about a third of it or so in at least. Right here on top. Got decent control when I'm over here. Let's put the camera over here, you can see it better maybe. Probably not. Yeah, maybe, we'll see. Hope the sparks don't get in the way of the camera. Okay, I'm going to use my nice little touch-up grinder here. We're going to touch it up a little bit. Okay, where are we going to? Alright, it's a good start. Probably try my pedestal grinder, maybe it'll clean up a little better. Can't see what I'm doing with the grinder. I got good control of the grinder, I just can't see what I was doing with it. This grinder over here is not much better, but probably square it up a little bit better with this. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. Makes it worse because I just ground half the tooth off because I can't see where the hell I'm going with that. I got less control of the pedestal than my other grinder. Now half the tooth is gone, I should have only third. Alright, so now I know. I thought I didn't work very good before. It doesn't. Okay, so we're done with that part. That was the easy part. Now for the fun part. We get to butcher my case up over here. This is going to be a lot more fun to do. Tons more fun. Okay, we're going to use a big electric grinder. I don't usually like using these, but in this case, I think it's going to help. Okay, I put a bunch of rags, towels up in here. Hopefully they stay put. Being electric, it doesn't blow a lot of air around. That's one plus. The other one is I can hold this pretty straight and flat because it's got real long length to it. So I got a little better control. You notice I'm using the best cutter I got. So we're going to see how this works. Probably going to throw a lot of shit in my eyes, I bet. Got a nice mess in there. See how it's cutting away the thrust washer area, which is not the best. It's cutting the case out pretty even though. A little bit more over here in this corner. Alright. Come on, cord, get off the damn stand. Alright, we'll try a little more in there. Need more of a square end to this and this one, I guess. So what am I hitting on over here? Well, that's cutting the hell out of the case where I don't want to. Need a different bit in there. That thing is, instead of just bouncing against it, it's actually cutting a pretty good groove in it. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter there though, but it's not the best. Alright, blow all this crap out of here. This camera was in my way. Back out of the way a little bit. Let's see if we got enough. Probably not. Appears that has no chips on it. That's a plus. And those are clean. Breather valve's got junk on it. Oh yeah. Get most of it out. Alright, here's our cam at. Here's our gear. Okay. Alright, half in there. Back over here, we can see what I'm doing. Maybe. I can also take this cam load and put a little groove, little radius up in here, which I probably will do a little bit if it's still hitting. If it's only hitting on the edge. If it's hitting on the OD, I have to cut the case away more. Just a matter of where it's hitting. Okay, everything seems to be lined up. I think I got enough ground off. Probably ground a lot more than needed. Can't tell, it's hard to see in there. It's really hard to tell. I have to put a long feeler gauge up in there and check it. Alright. Yep, she hit right there. Come on. Not deep enough. We hit notch. Ew, looks like I missed it by a lot. I'm way the hell off. Ground too many teeth off in the wrong spot. About half of them I took off in the right spot. Right there. Oh yeah, I'm way off. I'm like 4 teeth off in the wrong direction. Oh yeah. Not even close. Way the hell over here is where it needs to be. Had a felt tip once. Yeah, there it is. Somewhere about over here is where it needs to be now. See, I ground way over here. Then you start getting close until here. And then you take off these teeth here. So those teeth over there didn't need to come off. Those ones right there. So it looks like it needs to be more on the right side of that timing mark than the left side. But it needs to be a lot deeper. Over here it was okay, but it needs to be flat, not radiused over, which I can't duplicate. So we're going to grind a lot deeper. Well, I come with some other grinder. Let's see, I got another grinder I can play with over there. I haven't tried using that one yet. I think I got enough ground off my cam, and I'm not touching. I have to put a feeler gauge in there and tell that. But this is definitely a problem. Alright, so I got this grinder right here. I'll try using that. We'll find something that works. That's how you find out, you experiment. Okay, I need to go which direction now? I need to go way the hell over to here. I'm going to mark it on where I can see. Okay. Marker's right over here. So we need to go down that direction a bunch. Okay, so something like in that area. How you doing, Scooby? All right, let's see how this works. I got a little bit of control with what I'm doing, but it's not made to grind sideways, so I don't think that's going to work very well. I think that's going to have very little control of what I'm doing. If I had a thicker one of these, I could probably make this work, but I don't have a thicker one installed. I'm not really screwing with it too much right now, but might have to. I can come around here with one of these and do a little deeper and go side to side, which will probably work pretty good. First I got to knock off the big part. And the airline's gone. It's wrapped around the camera stand, why not? There we go. Alright, we're going to try one of these here. Okay, this worked pretty good before. Just got to go more. Close. I didn't have to go down there, did I? Oh well. I'm going to square it off with this a little bit. Yeah. Hard to see what you're doing there. Alright, so far all these tools suck. I'll find something I like one day. Of course, I only do one every couple of years, doesn't help. Yeah, it works. Okay, that's in. That one's in. All right. Let's see if this even works. I'm gonna show this high enough and have me even do the job. This is going to be fun. Let's see. Shrink it way down. Yeah. Okay. A little bit. I'm going the wrong direction again. We're hitting. I'm gonna go deeper. Yeah, I can't tell. I can't tell by looking through the camera. Got no depth perception or feel. Well, I know it's not hitting. I got an 1/8 of an inch gap between it and the camera. Oh, we're hitting. Come on, piston. Quit fucking with me. Damn piston. Those lobes right there are hitting. There's 2 or 3 right here in the middle. Right there. That's at the highest point of the lobe. It's hitting right here. So I gotta cut that deeper right in the middle. The other ones, the cam comes, it's not hitting there. So you can see how it arcs in, back out. I'd look to see how far it was in now. It just needs to go deeper. Deeper it is. We'll make it deeper. We can do that. It's deeper. I'm not sure if I need to cut it on this side or not. Might as well. They're already gone. We'll make sure they're going all the way. What the hell? Well, they're definitely cut away now. Now it is cut deeper. Cut almost the whole tooth off there, depth wise. It goes in at least a quarter straight before it radiuses up. I haven't cut half the tooth away yet, but I got a good third of it missing. But I did cut the tips off a little bit to halfway, which is not good. But it is what it is. Okay. Pistons are screwing me a lot. That's because there's pistons on the motor. Okay, right to there. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Now if this gear doesn't wobble up and down, that means it's not hitting. When you see this thing jerk up a little bit, that means you're hitting the teeth. Piston. Yeah, we have a lot of clearance now. Yep, we have lots of clearance. So, there we can see it. So you see right down there, tooth clearance. See the gap between the teeth in there. There you go. A lot of clearance in there. Definitely not hitting. Cams are all the way in. There's no thrust washer in here, so it's going to come out. It's not going to go in anymore. It will come out further. So it's in its worst case scenario right now, which will never happen. So you want to make sure you're like that. Okay, now we're going to check for our lobe. The clearance down under there, which is a little bit harder to get to. And I need to put something back in there to see with. So I think this is something good to use for clearancing. If it clears this, it must be good. Now, how are we going to get this in there? Tear off a little piece of this, lay it up inside the case, and hopefully it won't contact it. We're not concerned about timing at this point. We're just concerned about this towel hitting. Towel's hitting, barely. Right there, it's hitting. So, tripod's in my way. Okay, so if you look at the paper towel, right down there. Come on, let me move. Ah, you stupid ass piston. See how the paper's moving right now? That means it's hitting. We get over here. Stupid piston's in the way. See how the towel doesn't move over here? We're not hitting anywhere over there. We're only hitting right over here. See right there? So that is at the very center of the lobe. Now we're not sure at what point we're hitting on the lobe. We just know we're hitting. Okay, so now we pull the cam out. The cam's not coming out. That means something's bound up pretty heavily. So that means we're on the diameter we're hitting, not on the edge of it. So you can see how I cut a hole in it, pushed right through it. It's a pressure mark. I can see the high spot. See the high spot in the case right over here. I don't know if I'm looking at what you're looking at. Right here is the high spot. You can see how it looks that way. It's right in here. So I'm going to grind this away right here. It might be hitting on a little tip. This area right in here is where it's hitting. Everything else has got clearance. Got a lot of clearance over here. And if you look at it from this view, you might be able to see a little bit of high spot in the crescent cut. Alright, so we got to grind that away some more. So how's that for a view? Oop. Okay. Goes back where it used to be. Close the valve. Paper. Pin. Not that far, dumbass. Come back out. Need the paper to be a rectangular section. Trailer pieces out of the way. Stuff it in from this direction. All right. Almost like I've done this before. All right, let's see if we can screw this up some more. Shit in my eye. Where did that happen? Yeah, right in there. Where it's supposed to be. Yeah. Now you know how to get shit out of your eyes? You blink a couple times, that helps. Close your eye and wipe slightly. Then you take your eyelid, pull it out the upper one, put on the bottom one, and wipe your eyelid across your eyelash. Like that, a couple times. Voila. Junk's out of my eye. And if I had glasses on, it would suck even more of that crap in there. Because the shit's blowing up like this, which would blow right in your face. Okay, so I think I got most of what I needed out. I need to take this gear out. Ah. Oil in the eye. Good oil. Oh, that stings. Yeah. Yeah, big oil. Same eye. Yeah, I got a nice big blot of oil right in the eye. Good. You got tingly feeling. Makes you forget about the chip that was just in there. Oh, that does sting. See, unlike a chip, oil mixes with all your eyelid fluid and contaminates the whole eyeball. Oh, that feels really nice. Oh yeah. Well, that feels real strong in my eye. See, I can't clean up because my hands are full of oil right now. I just have to live with it. But I'm good with that. So you blow the crap at the bottom of the case, it blows right in your face. Yeah. You missed me, you got me right in the head. This towel isn't catching very much of this. Oh, that fell out. Good. Oh, that stings. Starting to get most of it worked out of my eye though. A little higher up would help. Yeah, the stinging is starting to go away finally. I'm going to clean it out here in a couple more minutes. Probably after it's done not stinging anymore. We don't want to do anything prematurely, of course. Okay, pull that out now. Find a cleaner part. Alright. Most of all the shit cleared out, I hope. Nice mess. Nice and messy. Okay, get my hands clean. See, I wore a yellow shirt today, so you show all the oil stains on all over the place. So I felt it squirt me right across the head over here. My eye's not hurting too bad anymore, so I think I got most of the oils worked out just on its own. But you find a clean spot of your shirt and wipe it a couple times. Yeah, it's clean. Yeah, it's supposed to sting. Yeah, that's how it is. Get used to it. Frequent happening around here. Okay. Ooh, must have chipped up there. How'd that happen? Definitely have to clean this out with some solvent in here. There's no big chips, but there's a lot of residue in there. You can still feel it. Okay, so what I did was I ground that all out pretty heavily through here, obviously. Then I radiused off the edge, took off the sharp edges that were on there, cut them out. Blew all this oil out that was down in there. That's what hit me in the face. Water that blew out and hit me. You can see how everything's all full of oil in here, so we gotta get all this cleaned up. Likes to hide up under here too. You gotta make sure you don't forget where you can't see clean. Still got to get that bolt out of there yet, but that'll be something to do later. All right, so now I'm gonna put it all back together and try it again. See if everything clears this time. What chance is that gonna be? Get out of my paper towel. Oh, it's trying to get away. Ah, there it is. We'll hunt it down. Okay, we're going to put that back in a different spot, so hopefully it'll leave a different impact mark. Okay. It's in there. Put the can back in there. Boom. Okay. Now we get to see if it'll, what happens. Let's see, how did I do this before? Real carefully. That goes there. See, nobody knows how fun it is to film by yourself. All right. Blow that back out of there. Yeah, come on. Got to jam this between my feet and my gut. Okay, cam is in. Yeah, the paper didn't hit. Look at that. Make sure the cam's all the way in this time. I'm pushing the cam in while I'm turning the crank. We have no contact. All right. That's a good sign. All right, and we had the other stuff done, I think, but we're going to double check while we're here. Do a full up mock up here again. Okay. Right over there. Okay, one idler gear, or not idler gear, it's a circuit breaker gear. It turns a circuit breaker. Idler's the one that goes here. There it goes. Pistons in the way. Okay, you're in. And you go in. Okay, these lined up. Ah. All right, let's see what happens. We still got the paper in there. Make sure the cam clears over here. Now you stick a piece of paper in there too, or a shim or something, but we'll have to just, for now, work our way around it. Okay, I'm gonna back up. Here it goes. Pistons in the way. Pistons all jammed up in there. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm trying to hold a stupid ass camera. Okay, I'm holding the cam here. I'm pushing down against the circuit breaker gear. So if it's going to hit, I'll be feeling it, which I'm not feeling. Of course, the pistons are fighting me all the way. What a shocker, huh? Come on. A little coming up or down, I can't tell. In the wrong direction. Pistons are in the way. All right. No evidence of contact. Tripod. Tripod doesn't fit. Anybody getting a headache yet? I got an eye ache. I can still feel that oil in my eyeball. Okay. I think we got all this handled. We still got a stripped hole here, or here, one of these two. And I think that one, or was that one. And then we got that broken stud over there. Other than that, we're ready to put it back together. Sure. Sounds like a plan. Alright, so we have to deal with this tomorrow. So, you can see how these bolt-in parts don't just bolt in, especially when they're racing parts. So that's how it goes. Cover it up a little bit, keep some of that dirt out of here. Get rid of that. Alright, so remember, racing cams don't fit. Generator motors are a pain in the ass, but we like them. So there's another one over there. I am not putting the cam in that one though. And that's the one that came out. There you go. The military bike is no longer with us. He went bye-bye. And I did a burn-in outside. You have to go watch the video. Yeah, it's almost time to get out of here. What time do you think it is? Oh, it looks like about 2:30. Oh, it's only 1:30. It's early. I could work another hour at least tonight. All right, that's not AM, that's PM. Or that is AM, it's not PM. All right, so tomorrow we're going to play with that. And then we got to figure out if we're going to make it a panhead or make it a shovelhead. We did the oil hole repair in an earlier video. So we're letting these things set up overnight. See how they look. Appears to be, Loctite appears to be down the hole right there doing its thing. So we'll figure that out. And if we're going to make it a panhead, we're going to use one of those STD heads. Or I could use those side oiler heads right there. Those would work too, because I have an external oil feed. And if we're using a stock stroke motor, which is all I got time for, I got this set of cylinders here. We got 2 original ones, rears, and we got 1 repop front that I can make work. Or if we do a stroker motor, which I don't have time to do, we have this set of cylinders and this set of pistons that will work. These are 10,000 smaller than the set I showed in the other video, but I didn't show you doing these because I haven't finished on these ones yet. So this would be a stroker motor, this would be a high compression street motor, panhead. To make it a shovelhead, I'd have to do something else. I'd have to, those are 20 over, I'd have to bore the cylinders over, which I don't really want to do. And then I can either use the heads I got, or I can use a set of heads that are buried down here. So, this is a set of 75 castings down here, hidden, out of view. Oh, there they are. I got a set of cylinders sitting here too, but I don't know what bore these are. I haven't got that far yet. Yeah, I think it says 10. Looks like an 80-inch piston though. They look really thin, so these are probably 80, they are 80-inch cylinders on top of it. That's a dead giveaway. So these are 75 ports. Boxes don't want to come off. Anyway, these have real deep race ports in them from the factory. These are unported. That's just how they come. So I can take this set, work these over real quickly and use these. These have good spigots and stuff in them. Now you want, why I call it 75 casting, because it says right there 75 on it. That's how you tell real quick what it is. Anyway, these are a lot better heads for making horsepower than those other ones. And so I might throw these on there if I got time. I have to, obviously have to build them. But the other set needs to be ported, they're just stock. So we might do this. I don't know. It's probably quicker to do the shovelhead because the exhaust pipes fit and it works easier. So we'll make some decisions. This is the pan that I'd have to use. It's got an oversized seat hole in it, which doesn't bother me one bit. But these need to be ported out. Yeah, what are we doing over there? Dug that thing out. Look how crappy that looks. I hate to have to fill that back in. These ports here, these are raw port. They didn't even cut them out yet. So these all have to be worked on too. See how they're all small ports in here? Now this one over here is ported, but that's a side holder. I don't want to use a side holder. So if I do the panhead deal, I got a lot of work to do. So I think for time wise, we got to do the shovelhead heads and get done with it. So this is Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, depending on how you want to call it. And the I got until Friday night. Saturday morning we got to be up racing. So and the thing wobbles real bad, so I got to do something about the wobbling. I don't know if the tire is enough to fix the problem, but anyway, that's where we're at. So tomorrow we'll tell what I'm going to do. At least I'm going to get the cam in here. That's priority number one, to get the cam in it. So anyway, that's where we're at. Scooby wants to go home. You want to go home, Scooby? You want to go hunting for rats? Where's that rat? Is there a rat back there? He's looking for somebody. Yeah, he thinks there's something back there. All right, that's it for today.